Hey everyone, welcome to the Sharp app. I am your host, Statsational, professional sports bettor for the last 20 plus years, professional DFS player for the last 10 plus. And you're going to want to give us a like and a subscribe if you find this information valuable that I'm about to share with you guys and you want to become a more profitable sports bettor. So at the end of the video, if you enjoy it, give us a like and a subscribe. I think it's going to be worth your time. Today, I want to dive into a topic that is interesting. Should you be parlaying or should you be making a straight bet? And in particular, when we're seeing really large favorites or big money line favorites like minus 500, minus 1,000 money line favorites. Before I get into that though, I want to kind of jump into what professional sports bettors are looking for when they're making bets, right? So professional sports bettors, they're always on the lookout for value. They don't just place bets based on gut feeling or popular opinion. Instead, they use models. Now, they either build these models themselves or they'll use a platform like the Sharp app and use the models that we offer there in order to find value in the market. Now, these models will analyze a vast array of data points to determine the true probabilities of various outcomes, helping bettors find where the odds offered by sportsbooks might be off. And that is the key to becoming a profitable sports bettor. Now let's discuss why some people avoid betting on large favorites. So betting on heavy favorites means you have to risk a lot of money to win a relatively small amount. For example, if you bet on a minus 1,000 favorite, a $1,000 bet will yield you a $100 return if you are correct, but you have to risk $1,000 on that bet. Many bettors will find this unattractive because the potential return doesn't seem worth the risk. To avoid this, some bettors choose to parlay multiple big favorites together. This way, they can reduce the amount they need to outlay for the bet while still getting a decent return. However, some consider this to be a sucker bet because if you're making minus EV plays, you're just compounding your losses. But here's the kicker. When you have a model you trust to be more accurate than the market, you can still have an advantage even with parlays. The key is ensuring that each leg of the parlay is a plus EV bet. That's where having reliable data and analytics like the models we provide at the Sharp app makes all the difference. All right, let's get into our specific scenario. You think the line on a tennis match should be minus 1,500, but it's actually minus 1,000. For another match, you think the line should be minus 1,000, but it's minus 500. Now, the big question is, should you bet these matches straight up or should you parlay them together? Let's break this down. For bet one at minus 1,000 odds, you are risking $50 to win $5. The expected value calculation looks like this. And what you come up with is an expected value of 1.5625 on this bet. So that means you will be expected to win $1.56 and 25. So that means you will be expected to win $1.56 every time you make this bet, assuming your model is accurate. For bet two at minus 500 odds, you're risking $50 to win $10. The expected value looks like this. You're expected to win 4.546 each time you make this bet. Again, assuming that your model is accurate, more accurate than the market. So the combined expected value for betting both matches straight is $1.56 plus $4.55, which totals $6.11. Now let's see what happens if we parlay these two bets. With a parlay, the combined probability of winning is 85.23%. You simply multiply both probabilities, and we're going to do the true probability on each because we think that is the real odds, our odds, meaning the true probability. We get 85.23%. The parlay odds would be approximately 1.32 in decimal odds, meaning a $100 bet would win you $32. The expected value for the parlay is calculated like this. You're expected on a $100 bet to return $12.50. So risking $100 on the parlay is going to get you back $12.50, while risking $100 on two straight bets, 50 each, is going to get you $6.11 back. Now, again, we're only risking 50 on each bet, so it's not comparing apples to apples. If we risked 100 on each one of those straight bets, we'd have to double this number and get us to $12.22, which still comes in just under the $12.50. So in reality, parlaying and betting them straight is really going to come out to very, very similar numbers, which is why a lot of the sharper bettors will not pass up on a heavy favorite. They will, in fact, parlay it if they can find plus EV bets of a similar nature. Now, you don't necessarily have to play two big heavy favorites together in order to see this same type of return. You could play a minus 1,000 favorite with a plus 150 underdog. As long as both have value and your model is showing it as such and you trust your model, that is is a perfectly acceptable parlay as well. So really the moral of the story here is when you want to lower your risk or lower your outlay, you can go ahead and parlay these big favorites and get the same type of return as if you were playing them straight up. And oftentimes we don't want to play these straight up because we don't have the 1,000 to risk on a minus 1,000 play. So there you have it. Based on the calculations, parlaying the bets offers a higher expected value. If you found this video helpful, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe for more betting insights, and leave a comment down below with your thoughts. Do you like playing these type of parlays? Do you play them straight up or do you avoid them totally? We'd love to hear from you guys. And as always, stay tuned for more information and education on how to become a sharper, smarter, better.